MC1, aka Paratrooper's knife, gets a new handle coming right up. Hello everybody, thanks for joining me on this very, very windy day. I apologize up front for the background noise. It's really windy. We've got a storm blowing in, big thunderstorm. So this storm is supposed to be here any time now, so I'm going to try to get this video filmed real quick and show you. So a while ago, I was given an MC1 Camillus Paratrooper's knife, and here's what it looked like when I started working on it. I'll put the picture here. So this knife has been in my family, and it was passed down to me, and it had, as you can see in that picture there, very shrunk up handle scales. Here they are right here, and they're in really bad shape. They're shrunk up, deformed, and I think it's pretty common for these knives. I've seen quite a few of them used for sale and with the handles in the same condition. So I ordered some G10. I bought 2 blocks just like this, and I used part of 1 block to make these handle scales. Now, I never worked with G10 before. I'm old school. I used mostly paper-based micartas, linen-based micartas, and never used a fiberglass-based material like this is before. And I don't know, it wasn't too bad working on it. Yeah, definitely, it's definitely a different material with that fiberglass and resin material. Anyway, that's how it came out. I tried to find some kind of handle material that was closer to the original, and this is the closest I could come up with, was this stuff. And I've been working on this off and on for a couple of days now, in addition to some other knives I've been working on. And these are kind of a pain to work on, because you got to do all that mortising inside, you know, this stuff for the mechanism, because this is an automatic knife. So this was issued from about 1957 to 1993, from what I could find out. Schrade made them, Camillus made them, one other company made them, and then Colonial was the most recent to make these knives. And I don't think they call them paratrooper knives just because they have this blade on them right here for cutting parachute lines. And this blade is not automatic. This is just a friction folding hook blade. I don't think these were issued to paratroopers. I think they were just issued to pilots in their survival gear. They had, in flight suits, they had a special pocket just for this knife. And from what I read, a lot of guys would carry these with this blade in the open position in the pocket. And then it was ready if they needed it. If they got hung up in a tree with their parachute, they could use this to cut the line with. But the main blade, it has a locking mechanism right here that slides down. You'd slide it down to unlock it like that, and then push button deploy. And I got this one functioning very well. I heard some complaints. Some people said that a lot of them weren't working, and they were not locking in the open position because they flew open too fast, all that. Well, if it's clean and functioning correctly, you won't have any issues. The problem I was having with this is the mechanism was hanging up on these shrunk up scales, and it was actually preventing it from locking open. You couldn't lock it open unless you pried the button up before, just because of the deformity of these scales. That's what caused it. So I'm wondering if that's not the case with a lot of these people complaining about it. I haven't done anything to the blade yet. The tip was broken and crudely ground, kind of butchered it up a bit, but I'm going to clean that up and yeah, get the blade fixed up. But the handles I just got done, so I thought I'd do a quick video. I hadn't posted in a few days, so I thought I'd do a video and show you. But you just push the button to unlock it. Right now it's in the lock position. Push the button, it unlocks it. and then it just remains closed. And then if you slide, I got this a little stiff, and then if you slide this up, it locks it to where it won't accidentally. It's a little fork that goes underneath this button to prevent it from being pushed down, so you can't accidentally open the blade. I did use the original washers that it came with, and I made new pins because I had to take it apart, and the pins were too short by the time I got done, so I made all new pins on the knife. This pin here was brass originally, so I replaced it with a copper rivet right there. And the only thing that pin does is it holds the spring in for the main blade. There's a little loop in that spring that this pin goes through to hold it down in that well. So that's the only purpose for that pin. This pin is just to hold the scales on. And but anyway, I thought it came out pretty decent. This stuff, it's pretty hard to shine up. There's, I didn't take it too far because I don't want it really shiny. So this is how shiny you can get the stuff right here. You can see how shiny that is versus that, And I don't think I want it that shiny, actually. So I'm just going to leave it where it's at. I like it. Got it fully functional again. Took a bit of time. It's tedious working on little things like this, especially when your hands like to cramp on you a lot. But overall, real happy with how it came out. Overall, they call this the hook blade snap blade knife, and issued it to the military. So if you know any more details about these knives, or if you were issued one, love to hear from you. Love to hear what you think about how the knife came out. Leave it down in the comments. I appreciate it. Real quick one today before this storm comes in, folks. I appreciate you watching. This is Dave. See you in the next one.